member for Brampton South.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I rise today to speak on Budget 2017, our government's next step to building a Canada that works for the middle class and those working hard to join it. Take Noor and Kate, a young couple who are headed towards settling down, getting married, and having their first child. Let's just say they live in my riding of Brampton South. For them, our budget means that if they choose, Kate can receive EI maternity benefit up to 12 weeks before the due date, up from the previous 8 weeks. And once the baby is born, there are more flexible EI parental benefit available, including the choice of stretching the benefit period out over 18 months. To respond to one of the biggest costs for parents and families, we will be investing $7 billion in affordable childcare spaces, looking to create 14,000 spots for children like Noor and Kate's little one to go to. Kate takes a GO train to work, Noor takes the bus. For that, we will be investing $20.1 billion in public transit over the next 11 years, which means that the buses and GO train that Kate and Noor use will improve. These are the kinds of investment that make a difference in the day-to-day lives for hardworking families in Brampton South. And this is on top of all the things that came to Budget 2016 for families, like the more generous, automatic, monthly Canada Child Benefit. According to data from the Department of Economic and Social Development, with approximately 23.5 thousand children in Brampton South, these are average monthly payment of $680 they are receiving. This total of over $9 million being sent to low to middle income families in Brampton South in 2016 to help with the cost of raising kids. On top of that, approximately $860 the Kate and Noor will be getting once the baby is born. They also benefit from the middle class tax cut we unveiled in 2016. On average, single individual who benefit will see an average tax reduction $330 every year, and couples who benefit will see an average tax reduction of $540 every year. So for Kate and Noor, there is an extra $540 more in their pockets. All of these things focus on putting more money in people's pocket and investing directly in our best Canadian resource, our middle class. And if things get tough for Noor and Kate, Budget 2017 has a number of measures that build a stronger safety net for them. We are thinking of how to get people back to their feet solidly and quickly so they can get back to supporting their family, building towards their retirement, and contributing to the Canadian economy. In fact, we are already seeing in the 7 months preceding the budget 250,000 new jobs created in Canada. The unemployment rate dropped from 7.1% to 6.6%. Our plan is working, Mr. Speaker. Budget 2017 has measures to help those who are struggling. So in the case Kate unfortunately loses her job, our budget has committed to significant amount, $2.7 billion to the provinces and territories to help those unemployed or underemployed to access training or employment supports to find and keep good jobs. Our EI benefits for the unemployment are also geared towards those like Kate so they can go back to school to get the training they need. Without fear of losing the critical benefit, they depend on the support themselves and their families. We are increasing the EI in total by almost $900 million over 5 years to make it more flexible for families like Kate and Noor's family. If Kate has any issues with their EI claims, we are putting tens of millions into improving access to EI call centers and to improve claim processing times. As Canadians know, so be successful in this day and age, there need to be opportunities of lifelong learning so that the next job is also a better job. We will better support adult working, returning to schools, and face the high cost of post-secondary education, along with the financial pressure associated with daily life and raising their families. So if Kate goes back to school part-time in order to get the skills she needs for a good job, her EI benefits and still be there for her. And under Budget 2017, she also now qualifies for financial assistance from the federal government, unlike the previous system which did not support students with their dependent children or part-time students. Therefore, she can apply for Canada student loans and grants to help with the cost of going back to school. We are investing $225 million over 4 years to identify skill gap to be best prepared for the new economy. Kate will be able to find a place where she can make a long career, because it is something that we are lacking enough talent in right now. This will help to promote job security for her. She will be needed commodity in a field that needs more newly trained and ready to work people. In fact, as a student again, Kate will also possibly be able to get a co-op position, something that Budget 2017 is investing $221 million in. We hope to create 10,000 work integrated learning placement that link people from their education into an industry that they can succeed in. So far, I have talked about how Budget 2017 speaks to the experience of many in my downtown riding with young kids who commute into work and who need flexibility in how they decide to arrange their life when things get difficult. On top of that, we are thinking about how families actually work. When times get tough, they turn to family and they turn to those around them. In my riding of Brampton South, family and communities go hand in hand, Mr. Speaker. That is why we are making significant measures for caregivers. We are creating the Canada Caregiver Credit to better support those when they need it most. This is a new non-refundable credit to help caregivers, whether or not they live with their family member, to help pay for the burden of caregiving responsibilities. $310 million in total tax relief of families with caregiving responsibilities over the next 5 years. So if Noor's mom lives up the street and he goes there to take care of her, and he has to take time off of work where he could have been at work making money, he can get credit on his taxes for that important work. And more than that, if Noor and Kate think it is the best to bring in a medical caregiver to Canada from elsewhere, in Budget 2017, we have eliminated the $1,000 LMIA fee. Also, since Noor and Kate's total income is less than $150,000 to altogether, they don't have to pay LMI fee for caregiver anymore either. Then Noor's mom can have regular medical attention, which means he can be at work while Kate is at school. As their current living space is draining their savings, they put in a request to be placed for affordable housing with our historical investment, $3.2 billion in affordable housing. We are going to bring down the long wait times for a placement and help the provinces and territories to build new projects to increase access. And over the years, their little one will grow up doing things we would not have imagined, like learning code in elementary and high school. We are investing $50 million over the next 2 years in that. And the opportunities of the future will be global leading through our investment in strategic innovation, supercluster, clean tech, artificial intelligence, smart cities, and future entrepreneurs. While the budget has so much for infrastructure, veterans, public safety officers, community infrastructure, and other important measures, and I could speak about so much more time, I find myself thinking about how it will help people like Noor and Kate. And there are so many people like them across Canada that are at the core of our success. People in my riding will benefit greatly from Budget 2017 now and into the future. I'm so pleased to have had the opportunity to talk about this, and I look forward to continuing to share this news in the weeks and months to come. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.